My name is Lecturer Kilaji Bishop Kenya Michael Thomas speaking in Nairobi National Government, the Embakasi East Constituency, Embakasi Ward Assembly called Miyango. Today, actually this afternoon, I would like to talk about the Word of God, particularly religious, political, philosophy context, because we want to see the Word of God in light with the Kenya politics, so that we can get actually what God have to say on this kind of issues. Particularly when we are facing crisis, we have to base our logics with the Word of God to get what God will tell us, or a way forward from what God wants us to do to solve that kind of problems in one way or another. Although the things we are unable ourselves, many things we are unable to solve ourselves, as human beings we have fallen short of God's glory. So today we want to read the book of Psalms, chapter 103, verse 3, which was actually written by King David of Israel, one of the distinguished men of God, and he was also a president or king in that, like now what I'm looking forward to be myself. I will be United States of Kenya Republic president come 2027 elections. Plus my, my vice president, His Excellency Honorable Nick Kukubo, retired Kenya brigadier, who was also on ballot paper 2007. We are looking forward to be, taking over this government after our president, His Excellency Dr. William Samuel Ruto, and of a powerful prime minister in that government in place, also on online, and in our manifesto of Tamil Liberation Party. You will see online, our powerful prime minister will be a retired United States of America vice president who have ruled that country for slightly close to 10 years. All right, and that's none other than, a leader in the group here in Kenya, Dr. His Excellency Honorable Barack Hussein Obama. Is going to be our powerful prime minister, in the next government. I will just be a ceremonial president because of my nature as a priest, in nature of work, and also, that's the way we preserve. But I will be also, having a powerful, also vice president. Will be also, my second in command because of myself, because I will be in charge of, Chief of Kenya Defense Forces of Kenya Republic, United States of Kenya Republic, and I'm going to be the chief in command, and then followed by my, my vice president, Honorable, Nixon Kugubo, a retired Kenya brigadier. And then the third hierarchy in the, that kind of our government is then the prime minister, obvious. Will be also powerful prime minister in charge of all government businesses and state affairs. His Excellency Dr. Barack Hussein Obama. He is going to help us fully. He knows how to rule very well. He has been so successful for 10 years, close to 10 years. Ruling one of the greatest nations of the world nowadays called America, who has now got also another powerful, so powerful and wise and brave and courageous president called His Excellency, Donald Trump. He is actually one of the best presidents all over the world now, and also in American history. So he is going to offer us, good services, and then, try to discipline all these kind of world rulers who are dictators, military dictators kind of rulers worldwide. He's going to discipline them, because the United States of America is the greatest nation on earth, among others, also like Israel and others. So what I want to say here, that's the introduction I have. And I'm also an Israelite background heritage, kind of a Kenyan, born by an Israelite, but my mom is a Samburu subtribe Maasai, from Marsabit. So we want to read about health. The Bible says here in Psalms 103, who forgives all your sins, that is God, and heals all your diseases. God can forgive all our sins if He wishes, and He can also heal all our diseases if He wishes, including even incurable diseases like HIV and AIDS and others. We are seeing people now with prolonged life in Kenya nowadays are those ones who are infected with this disease called HIV and AIDS, particularly if they obey the instructions to take those antiviral kind of drugs of that kind of a disease. I also have a distinction, highly learned, also having taken also historical theology, practical theology, exegetical theology, and systematic theology, discipline, 4 of them, at Capsule College, Nandi County Government for 4 years. I was trained there as a priest of Kenya Republic and beyond also, because I can, all now I'm serving under these channels, and also before teaching pastors of African Church Bible College for many years, and also Vision International University as trainers. I was also trained at the Vision International University, Ramona, California, United States of America, here in Avliet campus in Kenya, as well as also Columbia International University, Distance Learners, Islamic Studies here in Kenya. So that is me, and I've also taught Covenant College of Mission International Pastors, Narrow County Government, and African Church Bible College Pastors, Narrow County Government, and before I become fully a politician. And then I've also taught paramilitary general service unit, both theologies, Islamic and Christian terrorist theology, and also Christianity terrorist theology, and also good discipline theology. Paramilitary general service unit, an official force equivalent to Kenya Army, here in Utawala College, Nairobi National Government, 2004-2016. They're the one who have assisted me to renovate this house, which was left by British government, or 1963. But the house was built in 1956 by Queen Elizabeth II, who has been ruling us since long time ago. Even our State House of Kenya Republic was built by British to be the governor's office, executive office of the governor of Britain in 1907. So this country got independent a long time ago, not only in 1963, as now this blacks president of 3 Kikuyus and 2 Kalenjin are saying. They are actually deceiving us. They have just found everything which was done by whites and destroyed them completely, almost. And we want to restore back that kind of, strategy, using strategy, recovery kind of system to reclaim the glory of God and the glory of Kenya, which was left by British government. Because we are Maria Viti, our 3 Kikuyu president and numerous vice president and deputy president, and 2 Kalenjins president and numerous kind of deputy president and vice president. They have excreted on their seats. Alright? Waliaria viti kabisa kuchagua Kenya. And we want to remove that kind of a mess. Okay? Come this any time from now. Even period to 2027 elections. Because you want to Maria viti wa maribu wamechagua Kenya kwa ria mbaya sana. So the Bible says here God has power to heal your disease and also forgive you. Now the question here, what prevents God from hearing our prayers in that case? Because if God cannot hear your prayers, He will not heal you. We are told God is never impaired in vision, and also in His deaf ear, has no deaf ears. In Psalms 94 verse 9, God is hearing is never impaired in His ears, not to hear you. In Psalms 94 verse 9. So the language here in the biblical kind of a portrait, which was written by King David here, pictures God as no deaf ear. In Deuteronomy chapter 1 verse 45, God hears everything. God eyes sees everything. Alright? So there's no any impairment in God's kind of affairs in His administration. Remember also, sometimes sins can, block our effective and efficient prayers. If you have actually some kind of problems, one of them, if you are so proud person, God can sometimes ignore your prayers. In Psalms 50 verse 21, if you have pomp of pride life, God can sometimes, and you belittle God, He will also not hear your prayers. Okay, self-seeking kind of help behaviors of corruptions can also hinder God's prayers. If you oppress human beings, it can create some kind of a problem. God can refuse to hear your request. In James chapter 4 verse 3. Alright, disobeying God also separates human beings from God. Alright, it's like you are separated with your wife, you are separated with your children, you are separated from your friends. The communication breakdown can occur sometimes. So that's exactly how God also behaves. Communication can break down, and if you are having some kind of unbelief kind of heart, in James also chapter 1 verse 6 to 7, and also in Isaiah chapter 59 verse 1 and 2, it can create problem. Sinfulness can create a problem to block you from God hearing your prayers. A husband also, if they are not actually in terms with his wife, sometimes also can create problem. God can sometimes refuse to hear them. Alright, we have women and men likewise who are separated because of many reasons. You just get your spouse or your husband not actually listening what you are saying. The person is reclining to do sin when you yourself you are doing what's right. So you cannot walk now. A light and darkness cannot match together. And if you pour even oil on water, they don't match. So if one of you become now not a prayerful person, not actually listening God's voice, you are in darkness part of the world, and the husband is in the light, you are not going to be together. And likewise, if a woman is saved and the husband is not saved, it is like that. It's impossible for them to live in the same kind of life, because now this person don't pray. When you are raising up your hands, maybe your wife can even hit you, not to allow you to pray. And when maybe a woman is a prayerful person saved, you see a husband refusing, hitting the woman. So how can you now survive if you have that kind of breaking kind of communication towards God? You have to separate with the person, no doubt. So that because now he's trying to, the devil have taken over to control the situation and to short-circuit your prayers. Kapisa. So any of you can be a parasite, a woman or a husband, if it's not safe. Ni kama miti tu inaua wengine. Kwa hivyo Mungu pia anataka familia, mwanamke na watoto, ikiwezekana, kwa sababu watoto wanaweza kuwa wakubwa na kwenda, lakini mwanamke na bwana wanakaanga pamoja throughout life. So that's why, if that's the case and the other person now is not with God, you have to separate with the person. Akae tukando kabisa. Kwa sababu she will short-circuit your blessings, your prayers, not reach God. And so you all die in that case. That one is found in 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 7. So I was having actually a friend when I was teaching Narok Bible College. A priest, a very well distinguished priest of Kenya. It's called Moses Leikayo. He's an African and church priest. The man who has actually mobilized so many Maasai's land and also our upper country, Marsabit, is the one who have started even Gata Primary School. He was like a pastor and a teacher as well. He has taught my age, a generation of 1979 age group of Samburu Maasai's warriors. Alright, we have been, circumcised in 1979. So that age group of us, we have been brought up by Reverend Moses Leikayo. He's the one who have been actually helping us in primary schools and also those of us who went to secondary schools. And it's from Narok. He's a Purko kind of a priest. So this priest actually had a wife, although he has passed away recently. And the woman actually refused to pray God completely. Completely. So he approached me one time when I was teaching Narok Bible College to give him counseling. This man is also a well-trained priest, surely. He's also the best. He was also, President Moi advisor in Narok County government. Whenever Moi go there, he has to see Leikayo to give him advice. So mostly Kayo is well known. This which Prezo has actually established so many churches in Mazeland and also up country Marsabit, together with Post Tisdale family and a white man American missionary, and also Anderson, Reverend Al Anderson, the one who baptized me in 1975, on December 25th, 1975, who is now actually buried in Kijab, but we're going to excuse him when I will take over to take him back to those churches now, about 27 churches, mission stations, which I was given now by, the state, all right, and also African Church headquarters, because now we have found many people are dead, including priests and, probably, and also we have so many evidences. We are now following. We have found so many people dead in the churches, have been buried by the terrorists, alluding with some fake priests which are not trained in Marsabit, county government. So what I want to say, this priest now approached me. The wife became notorious, not hearing God's voice completely. Alright? Does not go to church. When the priest is actually raising him to pray, he used to hit him. He goes and just mess up with men who are non-believers to do anything. Alright? Misleading children to do some kind of mess. Alright? So he approached me, what can I do? We tried to look at the Bible, we saw that there are priests also with so many wives. Abraham, King Solomon, they are all priests. Moses, Moses also, not Moses, yeah. Also, actually, as told Israelite, also, they can have some kind of divorce certificates because of faith and faithfulness. Likewise, the whole Bible is portrayed as kind of image in New Testament. In Matthew 19, if a woman is not unfaithful, then you have not to live with her in a one place, because now he's going also to bring men to kill you. And likewise, a man, likewise, if he has so many wives, he's allowed, but he has to control the situation. So what we want to say here, the priest approached me, and we came to a conclusion that he need to marry one of the seven girls of Maasai. Alright? And we allowed him to marry, actually. He married a lady. She was a student, okay, in teaching fraternity education kind of system, but she was a student. So he told me to become, his, best man. But because of the nature of the work I was doing, I also gave him an alternative of another person, because I was also full-time doing some kind of internship with the students. And I told him I may not be all the time around, but I don't object to what you are saying. You want to marry. So he married the daughter of Leconyo family. And now he's doing well. And I don't know whether he has passed away recently during COVID-19, but he has also a media house. He used to come to Citizen and also Maasai's kind of programs to preach, but I've not heard him for some time. And I was told maybe was affected by COVID-19 2020. So what I want to say here, polygamy God accept, and also monogamy, under circumstances, with reasons. I have a reason. I'm even myself. I'm going to marry actually another lady. Okay, the daughter of our president, Dr.Ruto, is my first lady because she's educated. One of my wife also I'm married officially in the church and also traditionally. He has less education to handle that kind of an office, and some other women too. I'm also looking forward even to marry. We need Raila Amolo Odinga. She's capable, yes, but we cannot have two, first ladies. I have also an, Barnaba Manja, okay, back at home there, Marsabit, Mama Dr. Nkirote, she's also my wife in Marsabit. And also I had also Dr. Rebecca Nalayun, the mother of the journalist there, called Mario Lotome. He has an FM kind of a, private kind of a media house, Upper Eastern. He's my son, alright? And he's a married man also, alright? He has a wife and children, alright? Married to Jemima, okay? Leger, his also wife, okay? policeman. So what I want to say here, and also I have that kind of a lady now, Mama Sheila. Yes, also Dr. Eli, microbiology doctor. Alright, is also one my wife. So about 7 women I've recorded, which I now they're in my in my kind of a online. That the role women I can at least assure them that I'm my wives. The way I have God has spoken to me. But the first lady is Charlene Ruto. Miss Charlene Ruto, if God open away now, because that is now what we are working out. She has prayed, and I think God is not very far from hearing her the plea. So God sometimes can hear our prayers. So remember that we need to respect God and know that He hears our prayers. But we need to follow up the letter what God wants us to do. And we do things in line. If you are to marry more wives, remember to take care of them. And remember also to know that God allowed polygamy and also God allowed monogamy. In Genesis chapter 4:19, more polygamy, God allows, and also many other references. So many. Solomon had so many wives, Esau, Jacob, and so forth. And also monogamy is allowed in the Bible. You can marry one woman if you wish. In Titus chapter 1:6 or 1 Timothy chapter 3 and the following. So what I want to say here, today, the president of America, the great nation on earth, has actually stopped Kenya funding Kenya medical kind of services, like KEMSA, Kenya Medical Supply Agencies, and many other kind of help from America. Why? His Excellency Dr. Donald Trump is a wise man. Alright? He has tried to survey where the money flowing, but he came to realize that this money are just flowing to the pocket of our president and vice president and their followers. Alright? Like now, National Security Fund, here it is. I have it here. It is here. You can check it here. This is my National Hospital Insurance Fund. This card I was given by Kenya Republic on 17 September 2002. Several times I was admitted in hospitals, and the Kenya government does not actually honor this card. Myself, alright? This card. And who is actually funding health services of Kenya? You said health services also. United States, international development programs here in Kenya. It is America giving us all money. Alright? But the money are just benefiting very few human beings. I was admitted on several occasions to hospital. They don't honor. I was admitted at the, Metropolitan Nairobi here also. I was having this card. They don't honor. It is the Lysamis of the Lysamis consultancy MP now, Leogton and my brother, because I was not having money myself. Alright? I was just teaching Nairobi College as of almost, but I was not paid enough money to help myself. I was just given some kind of allowances because I was also I was also assisted by America. Alright? To give me some kind of help. Not that anything. They have just actually seen that the Kenya government want to clear my family. So God opened a way for me to get another helpers, people to help me. Here it is. Shalika International, Bellingham, United States of America. Alright? When I was teaching Narok Bible College, I was paid by Northwest Baptist Church, Bellingham, United States of America, $100. I was also paid by the founder of this organization, president, called Dr. Max Lang, who was actually the president of sponsorship program of Shalika International, Philippines, India, Kenya, Sri Lanka, Belarus, Uganda, Haiti, Thailand, Peru, and Mexico. About 10 countries. And he was poisoned here in Kenya, 2001, in Nakuru section 58, where this organization is. The director of that time was called Dr. Mwangi, Mr. Mwangi of Shalika. He was sacked actually. Well, this man was poisoned 2001 together with his wife, called, Malis Lang. So they have been rushed to, metropolitan kind of a hospital, Memorial, Memorial Nakuru, and he was flown to America. That's now where our problem started. Alright? Because now the person who was feeding all these kind of human beings is like killing a kind of a chicken which is actually taking care of the chicks. The whole chicks now will get finished. That's why now we ended up being in problem. My money was stopped when I was teaching Narok Bible College. No one now is helping me. Alright? Alright? They also told AIC African Church, Bishop Yago, together with the college, which was actually run by another, Koreans, but it was also an acting person called Professor Alpha Baine. They wrote to them and said, I'm dead, but I'm still alive. So now the student which was doing an internship at Pastor Reverend Steve, after completing 4 years in Niges, alright, Nairobi Evangelical Graduate School 4 years, he was made now the principal of African Island Church Narok Beside Bible College. It's a form 4. It's a 4 years trainee of Nairobi International Graduate School of Theology. It's about 10 years. Yeah, 4 years as a trainee. So myself, which was actually an acting kind of I was actually a student, Dean of Student Affairs. The student who was, after graduating, he was elevated to become now the principal. It's called Reverend, Lutinka Lentoror. Alright? Stephen Lutinka Lentoror took over my position as a Dean of Student because he has married one of the Maasai lady who was also teaching, computer science there in government side. He married that, Maasai, Lakasura family, and then they substituted my help now to him. And then I was myself released to go outside the college. So that is actually the nature of this world. Okay? So probably my money now was diverted toward that end. And that is now how I got the problem. Alright? So, but God has been so useful to me. He has helped me a lot. So up to now, I'm still alive. Despite the fact that they are saying, they wrote to them and say I'm dead. They are nearly also to kill the Mzungu which was helping us. Dr. Max was nearly to be assassinated. He was actually poisoned. I don't know his fate. Alright? I don't know his fate. So I've been actually helped a lot by Wazungus because these Africans, they want to help us. And the missionaries which are helping us, they used to attack them like these ones. Alright? Was actually stoned at their stations in Gurnet. You can see here, we have here on the right side, this one now, putting out the compact of army almost. It's a missionary called Temple Knowles from Gurnet. And then we have also Jonathan here, Jonathan Watwood, somebody like that. This is Ileret Station. I was the one who was covering this one when I was doing my Islamic studies, coverage. All those priests, whites, have been helping us and build the stations. They are stoned and chased from those stations. Probably they are killed also. Here also you can see one of them here. He was also stoned. They are the, Ileret. It's called McCollins. It's a US, all of them. Together with Pastor Joseph Dipa from Gargasa Marsabit. We don't know also this fat priest where he is. He's also a graduate of Scott Theological College of African Church. We have also here the same Collins with Evangelist Joel and Ambere. This is Ileret. This priest is stoned. We don't know where he is. I am also here on our way to Ileret together with other priests. We don't know where they are. They're scattered. Alright. I am here at Ileret. Dasanage people. This is the way they are. They are just like Stone Age. You can see them here. Alright. And then you can also check here. These are other priests. This is us. This one is called Mbere. Very is now an AIC, missionary board. Daniel Very is holding a bullet here. This was actually, we have been traveling from Marsabit to Loyangalani, and then killed the vehicle, got actually mechanical problem, and we are left almost to stay inside this lager called, Civicon now, and they call it that lager of theirs near the foot of Mount Kulal. All right. It is actually, we stayed here almost until overnight, close to overnight. Tulitoka usiku sana, karibu saa 8 ya usiku. Alright? Okay? Ndio tumetoka hapo. Okay? To 2 a.m. night. We left here. Alright, PM, I mean. AM actually. PM actually, I mean. Something at night. Here. It is me here. This one is holding actually bullets. We found so many bullets here. We don't know which kind of people having these been actually fighting here, Turkana and Samburus. Yeah, okay. Near this actually the foot of Mount Kulal. So we stayed there overnight almost. We had actually an African church meeting at that was around 2000. So Very now is actually missionary board here in Nairobi headquarters, but he doesn't know these priests where they are, including this the one he was having in Moyale called Tim Kelte. He was actually surprised because he's a Meru, and he was so worried, man. Here we told him, don't worry. That's why he's holding some bullets here. Okay, we found so many bullets here. I am here myself. Seated is actually the late Reverend George Kuragi. Here is evangelist, Philip Lacaldele. Then we have here holding the bullets is Reverend Very. Daniel Very was actually a missionary in Moyale, and he doesn't know his friend Fet. With him, he said, I don't know what happened. He is unable to tell us when I asked him recently. Tim Kelte, an American, he needs to tell us where he is and also his vehicle. Alright? Because he knows. So I am also here myself, Bishop Kenya Michael Otome now. I was the one who is covering the whole issue. Because I was using actually an Olympus kind of camera. I was doing my internship here and also in Marsabit 2000. And then we have Joel Lanambere here. Joel is here. This is Joel. Now this one is actually Very. Daniel Very holding a bullet. We found so many bullets there because Tim Kelte vehicle got actually a mechanical problem. And that Muzungu now is an American missionary. Nobody knows where he is, including his friend, which was with him in Moyale, called the one now holding the bullets. I asked him recently and he was unable to tell me. So maybe United States of America, FBI, Vedro, barrio and barrio of investigations, detectives of US can ask him. He can shed light more about that, and the rest of other missionaries too, because he's now the missionary board, chairman in Nairobi National Government, the headquarters here, Upper Hill. Okay, if you need to tell people where these people are, these missionaries. All right, because he knows them. Okay, he's now the one who's handling knowing which country they come from or whatever. Here also, we have also missionaries here, some priests. All right. Some of them are not highly learned, but some of them are learned here. All right. We have some of them who are graduate. I know some of them, like Frederick Gache. He's here. We have been, this is 1987. 1987. That was actually 1987. All right. We have been actually helped by Life Ministry Upper Hill to come and help us in seminars, kind of 1987. I'm also here myself. You can see me here. I am here. All right. Seated by with another evangelist, which later on become also senior chief of Ngurnet, Daniel Orogwa. He was an evangelist there, but he became a senior chief of Ngurnet, and he retired recently. We have also evangelist Michael Asrumat. We have Reverend Gashe here, the one I know now here. We have also Reverend Aaron Lesantam. We have also, another Kikuyu here, Victor, here with black, is also an Anglican of Marsabit. Here is this one. He was called Victor Mwangi. This one. And then this one, okay. And so many other priests. We have also Bishop Lamadada here, together with the Bishop, Bishop Lamadada and Bishop Lamadada and Bishop Laramo. Here they are. You can check them here. Okay, of African Church, Marsabit. We have also Reverend Sakayo Legipis is here. Okay, Sakayo Legipis is also an AIC. That time was actually a youth kind of a priest after graduating from Pwani Bible Institute, together with Aaron Lesanda, my in-law, and also Bishop Lamadada, Bishop Laramo. They are graduate of Bible Institute of Mombasa, and Lamadada as well. And we have also Reverend Sogoitan here. Alright. Okay, and this watchman now turn up to become evangelist, like Michael Lesrumat, Philip Lekalale here, Joel, the Nampere here, and many others now. Other priests I cannot know the names, but the Pefa is there. Reverend Frederick Gache is here seated. Here is of Pefa Assembly, Pefa, a Pentecostal Evangelical Fellowship Assembly of God, Marsabit. He's the only one is highly trained. We have been actually schoolmates. When I was fourth year in Marsabit High School, boys, he was first year. And then something of that nature. And he took over also, I gave him an okay because he was saved there. He was our, Christian Union secretary. And his mother is also a Meru, from Meru. He was a nurse. He was actually with my wife also later on, who passed away. He was killed by bandit, terrorist, 1992, politics. Dr. Rebecca Nalayon Loltome, which is the daughter of Lekuraki. So actually, the mother of now the journalist called journalist Mr. Mario Loltome. So he has been actually helping us in medical kind of Kenya registered nurses that time. So the mother of this priest also is in Marsabit. They have their own hospital there, private. When I visited Marsabit recently, and he's also having his congregation, and we have opened some churches in our area like Songa, Lowland. Is a very effective kind of a priest. He's here, married to Mary Daigo. We've been working together in United Nations 1992 until 1993 there. So she was our secretary. She's married to the priest. What do I want to say here? I really congratulate even the President of America to stop all this kind of help to Kenya, because it's just pumping money to a Dead Sea. It's just actually benefiting people who are not there to help us. My son was actually amputated leg. Here he is. This card did not work. He is now in hospital, Kijabe Hospital, having been his leg was amputated. All right, and this card did not work. We took this card too when he got actually some kind of a slight injury. Because of football here in Nairobi, playing football, it was actually with another policeman called Okech, and he took this youth to play football in Nairobi, Greenfield, and mine now got injured, and with such kind of a slight kind of injury, he ended up actually missing the whole leg, because the doctors are on strike, and we did not actually been honored by the Kenya government to give us services, despite the fact that we had that kind of help from that kind of a card. Childcare International used to pump a lot of money to my, my childcare, my services to my family. And now my son ended up, his leg ended up being amputated in Kijabe. We took this card, the one I've shown you, to Nairobi West, did not honor. Private hospital, we're in the hospital, and his leg now actually ended up being amputated. Here he is. We are using now some kind of local kind of help, local kind of a method for him to get some kind of to repair that kind of artificial leg, using some kind of own kind of a way of doing things. My wife has tried to, and I try to help to help ourselves a little bit, because now the Kenya government have refused to give us, artificial leg. Okay, they don't own our cards. I contacted also the MCA here, member of County Assembly of Nairobi East Constituency, where my card I normally vote here. He told him to assist us. We not get any help from him. He told us to initiate kind of an Arambe. We initiated. We told him why is he not coming. He said actually the government is not allowing them to help my family. I don't know why. So all this kind of stuff, I invited so many people that day, but the master of ceremony was not there. All this kind of a list you can check. Of this was the people I thought they might appear there that day. None of them have appeared. All right, because I have these people in my WhatsApp. Okay, all these people, I have them in my WhatsApp. I contacted them. This was actually, you can see the list here. All right, this is the list. The list is here. All right, and the MCA is the one who told me actually to prepare this kind of stuff. All right, here he is. Okay, and then I wrote also to sack the kind of health minister to Namkumisha. Why is he not honoring our our NHIF card? No answer. And he was sacked. Alright? No answer. Completely. Here it is. Now this national card is actually replaced with another one called, SHA. Social Health Authority kind of a card cover. And even though you pay your money, they don't honor. They have now destroyed this kind of a National Hospital Insurance Fund name. It's no longer now existing. Alright? Okay, they are keeping on changing names so that they change also, they keep on changing, banks kind of statements, all right, to destroy the records, all right. You can see it here. So the President of America has a right to stop the money flowing to the Dead Sea. This money are not benefiting us. All these human beings, I told them to come because now the master of ceremony was supposed to be Embakasi East Constituency, Embakasi Miongo Ward, MCA, member of County Assembly, called Mr. Nyatika. Alright? He's called Rigado Nyatika. He's here. Alright? He's here actually. Alright? After we have initiated this kind of a card, he told us the president has announced that we don't have to help politicians, particularly people like me, after even to get any help. That is the word. And it was announced in public domain that don't help us. So I was supposed to have somebody call, some kind of guest like Bishop Learamo of African Church, Marsabit, Bishop Ajufule of Repentant Church, and so forth and so forth. Among so many other priests, including even Wajakoya, Naisula de Suda, and so many other people. Governor of Samburu is also here, and even Joseph Leguton, Wajakoya, even the president of Lekiapi, and so many of them, including even the, Jeremiah Kioni, and many other people. Alright, I invited. Even OSPD Mutunga, OSPD Marsabit Derangu, Commissioner David Saroni of Marsabit, Mohamed Sumra, so many of them. Babu Wino, member of parliament here, Edward Sufuna, Nairobi senator, Eli Latipila, member of parliament of Samburu County, so many of them, Lelili, the governor of Samburu County, I've all invited these human beings. Repentant Holiness Church members also, the church used to go, and so many other. Honorable Francis Atwoli, Nairobi, Honorable Lemosa, member of County Assembly Parliament, is my uncle. My mother come from their family. Sakaja, Governor of Nairobi, does not appear. Bernard, County Assembly of Marsabit. Bernard, Honorable Bernard is an MCA of Marsabit. Mr. Joseph, Honorable Joseph Loguton is here. He has not appeared. And so many of them. Okay, Presbyterian Church of East Africa, I have invited Assembly of God and so many other. Manifesto Church, Garage Manifesto, Seventh-day Adventist members, all this kind of human affairs in the Church International. You can see it here. The list is here. Now these human beings, okay, after now, we requested that we need actually an artificial leg. Nobody has appeared. Here he is. My son is here. Alright? Our card, the one I've shown you again, is not honored by the Kenya government. Now, what do we want to say about this kind of a scenario now? Can we not say that actually the President of America not right? He's right actually. Dr. Sir Donald Trump, His Excellency, he's right to stop helping Kenya. Because now he's just benefiting very few human beings. So many people have died during that time. The Minister of Health that time was Mutahi Kagwe. He's now a minister again. The president of that time was Uhuru Kenyatta. Retired president who was telling actually Kikuyu Mama Ujensi to go and die, to go and stage kind of a protest. The same president. His father was also president. He was also president. Pesa yote naingia mfuko yake. When he handed over again power to the other one, Dr. William Samarito, he gave him no money, government. No handing over. So, who is wrong? It's actually the retired president. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. We don't have to blame this man now called Ruto. Because now he was just given an empty docket. No money to run the government. Honestly speaking. Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta now is owning almost all Kenya. Siju comes as cities. What? He was not even to remove us from these houses of, British, we have been actually renovated. We are told his sister Nancy Gitau, together with him, want again to take this area now we are. Miongo Ward, kind of Bakas village. We refused actually. They have attempted to remove the tiles from the toilet here, but we stopped it. This house is now we are living, as actually British, was built by British in 1956 with some kind of tiles. He wanted to take the tiles. We refused it. And we ended now having the houses, okay, as ours with our families. But quite a number of Kikuyus and many other tribes here are living in toilet papers. That one was destroyed partially. But we stopped them actually taking actually, tiles. So Trump is 100% right. Honestly speaking, the President of America is 100% right. I told you even these people did not allow us to go even to study in America. My son, Dr. Eli, was refused to go. To go to Harvard free scholarship as a microbiology doctor, medical, human doctor. Refused. He completed again Chepkwelel campus. Here it is actually. I'm not cheating. You can see the document here. It is here. He was admitted in Harvard University. Yes, it is here. Honestly speaking, my son, Dr. Eli Lotome, he was actually refused to go to Harvard because he's the son of a pastoralist, man like me. And because I'm now a focal kind of a person, now they want to clear me completely. Nothing I am getting from Kenya. The priests who have been helping us in Marsabit are all stoned, and some of them have we don't know their fate. Maybe they are killed. They have been killed. AIC have given me so many stations, 24 stations, including even the, Minister of Security. They have agreed. They have signed here. But now, here it is. All these stations now are mine. You can see the sign here by the Minister, CS, Cabinet Secretary, Office of the Internal Security, Kindiki. It is here. You can see it here. 24 stations. They are mine now, including one of them with the petroleum. Kurukum, AOLIC station there. It is now mine. Alright? Okay? And I want actually the FBI to help me then to check what is, to exhume human beings who are then in some of these churches, stations, including even, universities and choir members of mine. That's now the case is on. I'm waiting to be given soldiers to go and exhume these human beings, and then I start work. Recently, Govt went there, the member of parliament of Lysamis, the member of Marsabit sub-constituency was not present, governor of Marsabit is not present, senator is not present of Marsabit, but Lysamis constituency member of parliament went to see those human beings in Marsabit sub-constituency. Grave, and he has witnessed what I was saying is true. They have actually raised something like 3.5 million money, and we don't want them to use those money or to give any other person until that case is over, until those human beings are exhumed and paid by the Kenya government. Each of them 8 of the youths and university students, 8 of them, all of them, in Sonka African Church, which is mine now, which is now having those kind of human beings in the compound, until the government pay the money. Each of them, which was killed, 50 million each. Alright, university student 4, choir members of mine 4, and injured 25 million each also, 4 of them. That is amounting to Kenya shillings, so far now, 500 million. And then African Anglican Church of Kenya priest, 3 of them in the mass grave again in Marsabit, to be paid 30 million each of them, including British, Stephen Horton. And then you will be relocated to be taken to Britain. Alright? Some of the priests are saying they will do a cremation, and put his, dust body on kind of a, I don't know, what they are going to, bottles, and take to Britain. And then the Kenya government to pay them 30 million for his burial. So Kenya government actually is refusing people to help us. I was helped also by another German here. He was also helping my family. He's called Frenny. This is Kapsabebo College. This lady was also stoned at Kapsabebo College. We don't know her fate, where she is, together with another one called Brigade, together with another one called Maggot, was a lecturer, together with the others. We don't know where they are. So whenever these people, they see that people are helping us, even outsiders, they stone them. Alright? Okay. They stone them, sure. So that is the nature of human being we are having. A kind of people who are so jealous to us and to God and to the human beings. So what we want to say, I just want to tell the President of America to continue helping us, alright? Not to send money to be used by few individuals, but to make sure that he will help me to ascend to the throne by even telling United Nations, an African Union bosses like Security, Council, to initiate a kind of a presidential interim government. Alright? Presidential council interim government, like Haiti. For me to become president, then we have vice president, Kugubo, and then we have also power prime minister, Barack Hussein Obama, and I myself to become United States of Kenya Republic president. An interim government, as we look later on to have elections. Because I've already formulated the government, this is there. Alright? Rather than giving actually only now the continuous person to continue getting money. So Govt was my best friend, member of parliament of Lysamis currently. I thank him because he has gone there together with some few individuals and actually donated 3.5 million, which are now banked there according to the church. Person now is taking care of Sonka church is my in-law, David Mwangaja, Barnaba Amanja is a Meru, but his sister is my wife, and Capirito, Amanja. He has come there. His father came to help us 1972 to help us in irrigation there, and I ended up getting that girl, that daughter of the priest. He was also a pastor. Okay. His goal actually Barnaba Manja. And so I ended up, he ended up being my, my in-law. Okay. So that man is the one now I told him to take care of the church for the time being. As we look forward, he's called actually Barnaba Manja. He's the one who's going to take the, the station, that is Songa station. And as I look forward to go and check, now what next? I've removed actually the priest there, was alluding with the terrorists. And he used to tell people to dance on top of dead people. He's called Rendile man called fake priest, Daniel Swole. Because another notorious lame man, a headmaster of Songa. Okay? He was actually alluding together with Lamadada. He is here again. Lamadada used to be so notorious man. He's now a bishop of Marsabit. He has run away from Marsabit. He's giving people food here, 2,000 kids, and he take them to sell. So the person now is actually taking care of Songa. I want him to, he's number 6 here. He's called Songa. And we are going to recruit, new priests who have, diplomas and degrees. So Songa is number 6 here. The person now I want him to take care of for the time being is that in-law of mine, who is a senior elder called David Mungaja Amanja. He's my in-law. I trust him. So I thank Govt also and those who have donated those money, which is now banked until we go now and remove those kids and pay them, their families, and then we start work. So I thank also the office of the Deputy President. They have signed here, but I'm still waiting for them then, because now he's the Deputy President, Professor Kindeke, told me with the soldiers to go and start to work in Marsabit, as I look forward also to be President of the United States of Kenya Republic. Alright? Okay, David was also a God after God's own heart, and he was also a president and king of Israel. So God wants us to help people, and also so that God can at least uplift our lives socially, spiritually, physically, and economically in Proverbs 29 verse 2. So we don't want actually people to mess up with the lives of humans, because we are people which God actually honors. These are the human beings which are in the grave, in Songa graveyards. They are here. I said on several occasions. Alright? I said on several occasions. Alright? And I think people have synthesized. I've told people enough all over the world that we need prayers, and we need also them to help us, because we are now facing such kind of problems in Marsabit and other places too, whereby the terrorists have taken over, and they are now actually controlling the stations. But we thank God, because God now has opened even so many people's eyes to see what we are saying is the truth, and nothing but the truth. Alright? Nothing but the truth, bwana. Hakuna kitu kingine tunasema, ni ukweli matupu. And so even now God has given us a God-fearing president who is so powerful, called, the President of America, to help us, alright, to stop this kind of a mess, which are initiated by these, fake kind of human beings who are disturbing us. You can see in this file of mine, which also is found in the Deputy President office. I've written the President to give me soldiers to go and exhume this human being. I'm still waiting. They are telling me to wait. I've also written to him a long time ago also, when he was Internal Security Minister. It is here. The letter is here. Alright? Okay? I've also written to a reminder letter to him. It is here. Alright? It is here. I'm still waiting. Alright? And then finally, I've written also to America President. He has received the letter to help us also in that kind of execution. It is here. You can see the letter is here clearly. Alright? Here it is. Okay? Okay? It is here. So what do I want to say here? The letter is here, addressed to, to the American Embassy, to the President of the United States of America, the great nation on earth. It is here. So I thank God, because he has acted now, surely. He has stopped all this kind of a mess, which people are doing. And so we are waiting actually for a better government also in Kenya. Alright? The priests also and the people who are dead have also written down. They are all here. Alright? Those who are injured and those who are also, need to be exhumed and so forth. They are here, all right? They are here, okay? They are here, including even the priest of, Anglican Church. They are here, okay? And then all the details are here. I've written everything. There's nothing then you can go and look anywhere. I've already concluded this matter, all right?